everybody, I'm Tom Vessel.
And I'm Roy Keddy.
And today we're taking a look at, I think, the 21st and 22nd faction.
Holy smokes.
Of Summoner Wars. I'm not sure. I counted 16, and then there's 6 in the original box. So
and
that
we've
makes 22.
reviewed every single one.
Which I almost never do. I will say I was excited about these. I was especially excited about the Storm Goblins because that just sounds awesome. Shimmersea, Fae, I was like, well, I don't know. Water's cool.
Water is cool.
Me and Roy were laughing at the...
Water and lightning
These are not
like
two that you should fight because Water's going to lose in that matchup.
Yeah?
I think so.
You have to play them very differently against the Storm Goblins.
Thor would beat Namor. That's all there is to
I
it.
agree.
But anyway, these are both, they're actually similar colored. And they're both blue-purple a little bit, although the Shimmersea has really nice borders on their cards.
I really like that teal look. Honestly, like our entire studio is teal, so there you go. And my hair is teal, I guess. I don't know.
So Roy's going to show off the factions, and we'll be right back.
All right, so let's take a look at the Storm Goblins and the Shimmersea Fae. So the first we're going to take a look at the Storm Goblins here, and this is Thurok. He has 11 hit points, he has an attack of 3 with range, but he has this interesting ability called Circuit, and it says adjacent units have Circuit. So that would also give the other units that are adjacent to Circuit with Circuit. Then Chain Lightning, once per turn during your attack phase, you may add 1 damage to every other unit that has Circuit. So we have a little info card here that comes with this that shows a Circuit example. So basically whenever your summoner touches other units, every unit that is adjacent to it will gain Circuit, and you'll basically be able to shock them with Chain Lightning and be able to shock all those units at the same time. So whenever there's a bunch of units together on the board, he can end up doing a ton of damage to a bunch of different people. But that also includes your own units because they also have Circuit. So an interesting thing there with this summoner. And then Skizit is a champion. He has takes 4 to summon, 6 hit points, bottled lightning once per turn during your attack phase. This unit may target a friendly unit with a lightning ability. So if you have chain lightning or things like that, that would work. Then within 4 straight spaces away, add 1 damage to each unit between this unit and the target. So basically he's building up a little chain again of characters being able to damage a bunch of guys. Then we have Baraka. I don't know if I'm going to say all these fancy names right, but that was a try. This is 4 summoning cost, 6 hit points, lightning speed, so another lightning ability. When this unit moves, it may move 2 extra spaces. Awesome, running across the board. Lightning ward, ignore damage that would be added to this unit from lightning abilities. So it protects you from the chain lightning and also this bottled lightning, so that's awesome. Then we have Izik, 4 summoning, and then 6 hit points, lightning pull. After this unit moves, it may target a friendly unit within 3 spaces and pull the target adjacent to this unit. So being able to run other people with you up into combat. Now let's take a look at the common units here. 1 summoning cost for the Storm Witch here, 4 hit points, lightning wrath. This unit has +2 strength while it is damaged, which is going to happen especially if you end up getting circuit damage from your summoner here. So you can range of 1 attack. So you're going to be able to boost your combat up there. That would be awesome. And then Volt Swapper. Volt Swapper costs 0, has only 1 hit point, but then Lightning Step. Once per turn during your move phase, if this unit has Circuit, which as long as it's connected by chain adjacent to your summoner, it will, then you may place it adjacent to your summoner or any other common or champion units that has Circuit. So he can jump across the board and kind of run around. He kind of like teleports through the other characters, which is really cool. But he does only have 1 hit point, so if he gets hit with that chain lightning, he's gonna bite the dust. Then Ghost Striker or Gust Striker here. Common unit, 2, summoning cost, 5 hit points, tireless. You may choose this unit as an extra moving unit during your move phase, so you can move more people. Then Lightning Ward, ignore damage that would be added to this unit from lightning abilities, so protecting you from all of those different ones that would hit everybody in the circuit. Then Kite Rider, which is my favorite here. This is a 1 cost common, 4 hit points, it has flight, so this unit may move 1 extra space through cards, which is cool. And then Lightning Strike, when this unit attacks and it gets the special ability symbol, it adds 1 damage to each of the common and champion units adjacent to the target. So he basically hits everybody all the way around him. That's pretty fun. And then we're going to look at the events here. Discharge costs 1. Target damage common within 3 spaces of your summoner, destroy the target. This is really cool because it's easy to get that 1 damage on him, especially with this. There's no luck involved in like putting the chain together and then zapping him for 1 damage and then playing discharge during your, I guess you have to do it during your magic phase. You have to have the timing just right on that, but you can do this once per turn, but it's during your attack phase. So you just have to make sure that's cool, but then being able to do that, just wreck a common unit regardless of their hit points is pretty cool. Then recharge here, epic event, 0 to put out, retrieve 2 Volt Swappers, which are the guys that can teleport around through the circuit there, from the discard pile and place them adjacent to your summoner. So cool, they'll be able to jump out and then hopefully be able to teleport into the mixed up battle. Then friendly common units have this ability, shock recovery. After this unit is destroyed by friendly lightning ability, place it on top of your draw pile, basically allowing you to help recharge your draw pile a little bit. Then overcharge. Add 1 to each numerical text of friendly lightning abilities. So any of those abilities that did damage through lightning in different ways, this is adding 1 to all of that stuff. So basically boosting all of your cool lightning abilities, which is awesome. And the last one here, grounded. This is basically says place your summoner on your back row. So hey, you've got your summoner up in there. You can kind of teleport him away. Just whoosh, he's grounded. Now he's teleporting away. So that is all of the Storm Goblins. All right, now let's take a look here at the Shimmersea Fae. So here's the summoner here, has 12 hit points, 3 close combat attack, movement once per turn after this unit attacks an enemy, or momentum, sorry, attacks an enemy unit, boost this unit. Boost tokens is amazing on her as well. Then ebb and flow. After this unit moves, you may spend 1 boost token to either remove 1 damage from this unit or add 2 damage to an adjacent common or champion. So basically you can heal yourself 1 or deal 2 damage to a common or champion that you're adjacent to. So being able to knock some people down. And that is your summoner there for them. And then you have this one here, 2 summoning, 4 hit points. Guardian, after this unit attacks an enemy unit, place the unit adjacent to your summoner. So being able to jump back. And then descend after this unit is destroyed. If its owner's draw pile is not empty, place this unit on the bottom of the draw pile, which you can see there's some little draw pile manipulation as we get further into the other characters. The champion here, Alondra Deepwater, 2 summoning, 4 hit points as well. Ambush, after summoning this unit, you may resolve an extra attack with it. Cool, comes out and gets to immediately attack. That's awesome. And then descend after this unit is destroyed. Its owner's draw pile is not empty. Place this unit on the bottom of the draw pile. So these are really cheap champions to be able to get on the board, which is really cool. And then the undertow here is 5 summoning costs, 7 hit points. Title shift. After this unit attacks an enemy card, you may force that card 1 space back towards your opponent's back row. You may force this unit 1 space towards your opponent's back row. So just pushing the line, getting further and further in as you're undertowing. Then Tidebreaker here, this is a common unit for you. This is 1 summoning cost, 3 hit points, rush. After summoning this unit, you may force it 1 space, so it gets to run up in there. And then this unit has +1 strength if you control 1 or more champions, which is easier to do with these guys that are hopefully going to be spawning back onto the board and are really cheap to get into play. So hopefully helping you get those champions out so these guys can be even stronger. And then Iridescent Oracle, 0 cost to put out, 2 hit points. Then up here, after summoning this unit, you may draw 1 card and you may discard 1 card from your hand to gain a magic. So allowing you to build magic basically during your summoning phase, which is pretty cool. And she costs 0 as well. So hopefully helping you get those champions and other cool cards out on the board. Then Luminous Scout. This is a 1 summoning cost, 2 hit points. Dredge. After summoning this unit, you may draw a card from the bottom of your draw pile, which combos great with those champions that when they die, they go to the bottom. And then Call Reinforcements. After this unit attacks an enemy unit, you may summon a unit. That's awesome. So you can just get people out during your attack phase. That's cool. Changeling Swarm. This is a 2 summoning cost, 3 hit points. Then Morph. After paying the cost to summon this unit, you may return a friendly common or champion without Morph to its owner's hand and replace it with this unit. Then after summoning this unit, you can resolve attacks with it. So there's some interesting, crazy combos you can do with allowing you to summon units when you normally couldn't, then being able to summon guys out in the same space as other people, then being able to get extra attacks, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Let's talk about the events here. Wade in. This is 0 cost. Your summoner and filling units within 3 spaces have this ability. Adapt. This unit can't be targeted by more than 1 attack in a turn. So basically making it so you can't be swarmed. Then Rebuke here, 0 cost. Target enemy common unit within 2 clear spaces of your summoner. Pay target's cost and place it on the bottom of its owner's draw pile. So basically unsummoning their guys. That's awesome. Then High Tide here. Boost your summoner, target any number of friendly cards, force each target 1 space towards your opponent's back row. Basically allowing you to get your guys in here, and once again, boost tokens on your summoner are amazing. So that's cool for the High Tide there. And then the last one here is Spearhead. This is a 0 cost. I love this one. Your summoner has +1 strength and may attack cards that are diagonal to it. So allowing your summoner to have even more reach with their attacks and things like that. And then at the start of your turn, if a friendly champion is on your opponent's side of the battlefield, do not discard this event. So you can just keep this event in play and your summoner keeps getting strength. There are 2 of these in the deck, so you could technically have a 5-strength summoner just running around the battlefield with this cool ability that each time they attack, they're getting boosted and they can be dealing damage out. This summoner can really get in the mix of it and be able to do some really cool stuff. Well, that's our decks. Let's take a look at what we think of them.
Okay, I think it's they don't put like maybe I don't know if Plaid Hat like puts difficulties on their factions or not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they have that even online or anything like that.
But these are definitely, both of them, upper tier.
Yeah, they're a little bit more nuanced.
I wouldn't give either of these to a new player in the game, especially the Storm Goblins. They're so different. The Storm Goblins.
It's definitely a very different way you have to think about the game. There's a different way you have to think about playing against them as well.
You're right. I think the Storm Goblins are probably, maybe other than the guys who had the defensive cannons, whatever they're called, the guys with the structures. Actually, that's kind of interesting because I would like to see this. We haven't played the structures against the Storm Goblins.
Yeah,
that'd be a weird combo.
Because the structures like to block all of their stuff up together. The Storm Goblins would just be like, and I damage everything, and I damage everything.
Well, maybe not, because they only do it to units, and if it's a structure, it's not technically a unit. So that'd be an interesting matchup. But either way, like I said, if you're new to Summoner Wars, then pick other factions. But if you like Summoner Wars, they are still continuing to make stuff that's different.
Yeah, I think with the Shimmer Fae, they have a bunch of stuff that works with champions being on the board, which is really cool. Their leader or their summoner is like in your face. Like she has a bunch of stuff to like boost her up. The fact that every time she attacks, she gets a boost token that she can either use to heal or damage opponents. Like they are all about her getting in everybody's face. And I don't know. And they have a lot of cool card draw stuff, which I really enjoyed as well. And I just thought they were kind of like a fun faction to play.
If you like in your face, run up and hit the enemy, which is something I do like. They are interesting. I do wonder, like later on, if you say the Shimmersea Fae, like let's say we're talking 6 months from now, I'll be like, who are those guys? And you said they have the awesome summoner and the ebb and flow, but I wonder that, while I think they're a good faction, I don't know that they stand out as much, other than how cool their summoner is.
Yeah, honestly, I think out of the 2 of these, they're definitely going to be easier to play overall.
Sure.
So mostly because it's straightforward. I mean, there is a little bit of card draw and knowing like, okay, I can draw an extra card and be able to put extra things in your magic pile, which is pretty straightforward, I think. It'll be pretty simple for people to play that.
And the little clone guy or whatever it is,
right.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
You can basically switch spots out for them. Another cool thing that they have is they have like automatic attacks when things are summoned, which is a very unique thing for them as well, where it's like pop out, immediately attack. It's like
or immediately draw a card or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and you have all these immediate effects on summon, which you have to figure out how to time just right and get your units in the right space. It was pretty cool with her though. I ran up in one game and like had my gate like real close to you, so it made those effects even better, I think, because I could pop out and immediately do things, you know, so that's fun.
Yeah, this is one of the teams that if they put a gate out, I think it's worth killing it.
Yeah.
Especially if they stick it on your side. I mean, you should always.
Because they're going to be spawning people and having immediate effects on you. Spawning people and having immediate effects on you, which is going to be gross.
Yeah, just like an ambush pop-up. I like them. I don't think for me, they're middle of the pack, but realize they're middle of the pack of Summoner Wars is still higher than everything else. I give these guys an 8.
Yeah, I give them an 8.5 still. I really still enjoy them. And I love ones where summoners can get into the mix. That's one of the things with second edition they did so much better of like, yeah, get your summoner in there. Mix it up.
You're not gonna, if you hide this summoner, I think you're doing a bad thing.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side, the Storm Goblin summoner actually has a card that says go to the back line.
Yeah, so you can retreat.
But he's hitting everybody, which is really weird. Now there is one champion and one common who can absorb that lightning. There's also some people, that you hit with the lightning and it makes them stronger because they take a damage to do more.
There's people that can teleport through the chain and pop out over here.
Yeah, so it's such a weird. This is, other than maybe again, like I said, the one we just reviewed with all the defensive structures. I haven't seen a faction change the game so much. Like everyone is thinking, okay, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, playing against them, because normally in second edition, common units are way better than they were in the first edition. So a lot of times you want to get more common units out there so you have more options of what to attack with. Against them, you want to have a sparse board because the more people that are on there, the more people that are going to be chained together and the more they can just damage and affect you. So when I was playing against them, I had to be like, well, very cautious about putting a lot of people out, because it just gives you more and more opportunities to wreck me. But then playing them, it's like, I want to spam all my guys out, I want to put them here, I want to chain them all together, and you get some benefits from being damaged with some of your characters, so that's a cool effect too. I was interested to see what you thought about these, because you're not necessarily a huge fan of damage your own characters for cool effects. I love that in games.
Yeah, I don't normally like that, although I'm coming around a little bit because I'm playing more Hearthstone that has some of that.
It definitely
and
has
one of
that.
my favorite characters is the guy who, when they're damaged, does more damage. I always like that.
Oh, yeah.
You hit me, Hulk. You
Yeah,
hit
for
me,
sure.
I get stronger. I've always enjoyed that. But this chaining is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I really like it. I'm giving this a 10.
Oh, wow.
This is one of my favorite factions ever because it makes me think about the game in a different way. Yes, you can get obliterated with these guys probably, but I want to see what kind of cool things, and your opponent is so nervous because this makes movement so important because I just go, now we're all in a chain, and somehow I got all the way back to your summoner.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and that just feels great. I don't think they're overpowered, because they're only doing a little bit of electro damage.
And the fact that they're hitting themselves a lot too is kind of like, okay, well, I guess your guys are gonna also die, so it's
But
kind
you
of
can pull off some cool moves like, I made a chain. I'm going to hit everyone in that chain for 2 because I doubled it. And also my goblin just teleported all the way in. He's also hitting you, out of nowhere. There's some really interesting concepts.
Yeah, anything that allows you to just straight do damage without rolling dice is great because you can time things and set up combos that are really cool, and you don't have to worry about the luck.
If you're playing against these guys, you just want to kill everything in sight, because you want to break the holes in the chain. Like you want to kill a bunch of these little guys to keep the chain broken, like Roy said, spread out. So what would you give it?
I'm actually still giving this one an 8.5. I think it's really cool. It's very interesting.
They're even.
They're even for me. They're both excellent. I love Summoner Wars. I think it's cool to see so many different style factions, and I love how different all the different factions are in the game are. One of my favorite characters from the Goblins is the flying guy that can fly over other people, but then also when he attacks, he's going to be able to do damage to everybody around him if he gets a special symbol. It's just they just splash damage all over the place. They're splashing damage everywhere. So, but yeah, great stuff.
There you go, folks. That's Summoner Wars, the 2 newest factions. I'm Tom Vassell.
And I'm Roy Canning.
Have fun charging the water. Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vassell.